What's good, yo? Alright, so boom. Now I ain't gonna lie. I've been making videos a lot about this sort of topic, but it's really just because there's a lot of people around me right now who need to hear these type of things. So it's what's been on my mind a lot. You feel me? Now this video, I don't know what the title finna be, but I'm finna talk about what if you need to feel what you're running from. Maybe I'm gonna just make that the title. You know what? I think that's what the title gonna be. Maybe you need to feel what it is you are running from. Now I think that quote alone is amazing. Personally, that resonates with me a lot. But I do want to break it down a little bit for those of you who, do got some spare time on your hands and you want to listen to this. And I appreciate that. I hope I can make it worthwhile. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. So look, I have a feeling that if you did click on this video, you listening, if you are watching this, that there's a chance that you have been through a lot. Not even a chance. You've probably been through a lot. You definitely have. You definitely faced your struggles and you faced pain, and you've probably faced a bunch of trauma too. Right? And I also could guess that you feel overwhelmed by that trauma. So much so that when you sit there and you don't have nothing stimulating your mind, you feel like you're finna just, like, you can't deal with it. Like, it's so much pain, so much agony. You just want to cry. If you ain't under the influence of something, if you ain't immersed into something, if you ain't distracting your mind, it's like you don't want to be alive. At first, I do want to let you know that I feel for you. I do. I can't imagine the pain that you're feeling. I can't imagine how it is, going through what you've been through. But I do understand the premise of feeling that emotion. And I also understand what it's like to run away from it. But I just want to give a little fruit for thought and just throw out the possibility that maybe the reason that emotion hasn't gone away is because you have to feel it. We tend to run away from things that make us uncomfortable and cause us discomfort. But what I do know from my own experience, and honestly the experiences of others, is the biggest growth comes from that discomfort. I'm sure you've heard that too. Because what if that emotion that you need to feel, or that emotion that you're running from, that emotion that, that sadness, that anger, that hatred, what if that's what you need to feel in order to make you stronger? To help you level up and to prepare you for the blessings that you got coming your way. Now, regardless if you have a connection with God or not, it doesn't really matter for this video. Of course, I will always advise that you at least try one, but that's your choice, you feel me? That's something that you feel is put on your heart to do. Maybe I'll make a video about how to develop a connection with God. I think that might be helpful for some of y'all. But to get back on topic, we do tend to run away from things that make us uncomfortable. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think being able to sit still in that discomfort and embrace that discomfort is what gives us the strength in order to keep going. Because I do believe that everything happens for a reason. The things that you have been through, the horrible traumas and the scars that you have on your mind and your body, hold purpose. Can I tell you 100% what that purpose is? No, because I'm not a God. You feel what I'm saying? But I can guarantee you that there's a purpose behind them. I kind of look at it like this when it comes to myself and dealing with trauma. Is I can use my fault. I just got a text. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I kind of think of myself as when I'm going through something, like, or when I'm trying to heal from something, really, is what if God were to use me as a testimony for someone else? Now again, if you don't get a connection with God, it don't really matter for this video, but I think if you do, you know, you might be able to relate to this a little bit more. But even if you don't, I think you can still gain something from this. But I use it as like, what if I can use what I've been through to inspire someone who was just like me in my position, where they had no one to go to and they were going through a lot. They felt they had nothing they could do. They felt there was no way to get out of it. But then what if they came across something that I did, or I came across them in real life? Because that seems to happen a lot with me, as I come across people who are going through things that I once been through, and it's like it's in like my area of expertise of trauma that they're facing, and I'm able to help them, and I'm grateful for that. But if I didn't go through those things, and if I didn't heal from them by the grace of God, I wouldn't have been able to help those people. And what if they would have turned out like I could have, like I would have? You feel me? If I never found God. But that's a video for a whole nother time. You feel me? But I don't know, I just feel like there's so much power in not just what it is we face, but what we feel with what we face. And I think we lose that power when we try to run from it. That pain that you feel is a part of you. If you got a dog and your dog is hurting, your dog is in pain, right? Like, let's say your dog, it hurt its little leg, right? Its front left leg. Let's get specific. Let's say it hurt its front left leg, and you see that it's in pain. You would nurture it, right? You'd go take care of that dog. You feel me? Try to comfort it, hold it in your arms, right? Unless it's a big dog, then you just gonna, like, you know, have it lay on you or whatever. Cause I ain't holding no German Shepherd. You get what I'm saying? Them dogs be like 6 feet long. But if you seen a dog and it was hurt, you help it. I feel like we should view ourselves in that same way. If you see that you are hurt and you feel that hurt within you, help yourself. Be there for yourself. Nurture yourself. You're not gonna turn around and run away from that dog just because it's facing pain. So why do you keep running away from yourself? But alright, y'all, I'm gonna end that right there. I do want y'all to know that, hey, at the end of the day, you got people in your life that love you. And even if you feel like you don't, you can always rely on yourself to love you. Because as long as you got self-love, you don't need the love from nobody else but God. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, I appreciate y'all for making it to the end of this video. I love y'all. I wish y'all nothing but the best. Y'all have an amazing day, and God bless y'all. Y'all stay safe.